disappointing, a bit miserly this morning. Still, the cathedral looks impressive. That's where we stayed, in Fisterra on the first floor. Rather impressive. So we had a magic night last night at had some drinks with our friends from Bucknell Uni in Pennsylvania, and Colin, one of the lecturers, gave us a heads up on a restaurant to go and try, and the restaurant was absolutely fab. Wouldn't have been the sort of place I would have tried, little tucked away almost like in the cellars, but the food was, oh my goodness, I had such a giggle. And then a really nice meal with Rudy and Brad talking about what pilgrims are and Rudy's university assignment, which is fascinating. So that was really cool, kind of reflecting on spirituality. Oh look, there's a, oh, if I can zoom in, I'm trying to hold my sticks as well and just see there's like a Ferris wheelie thing. Yeah, so that was Brad's well placed to oh, carries. So this is a bit strange. Walking out of Santiago. Was in theory the Christian, well, not in theory, the Christian pilgrimage finishes at the cathedral at Santiago, but that was never our intention. It was Fisterra and Mischia, and so that's where we're heading. 4 days to Fisterra, and then a lot of people do between Fisterra and Mischia, and a day we're going to do 2. But yeah, it was really nice speaking to Rudy and Brad and exploring what a modern day pilgrim is, what makes a pilgrimage and not another tourist adventure, and got on spirituality. But yeah, it's cool. There's a couple of little guides, I've forgotten what the name of the, let's go and look it up a minute. And goodbye to the cathedral. It is proper miserly this morning. I put my jumper on, I thought I was going to get away with it, but good old Devon Missile Captain Karen Kaiser, she's written a couple of little Camino guides. One's your inner Camino, which is a guide to help explore, you know, why you're doing the Camino and what you're getting from it, and then another one which is after the Camino, the tiny little things. Oh gosh, yeah, you know, not much bigger than twice the size of a credit card, and I don't know what they are, 30 pages or something, but actually it's really well written. She's obviously a pilgrim herself. The other one is John Brearley's Camino guide. There's a bit in the beginning which has got, I don't know, it's 20 questions, something like that, which I did a couple of months before we did the Camino. I revisited it again. It shot lots of cars on this road this morning. Not used to lots of cars. I revisited it in the Meseta, so sort of halfway through-ish the Camino, and it was quite interesting. I learned quite a lot from doing that, and I'll do it again in this year, I think, and then probably again afterwards. So that's quite nice, sort of exploring. Every time I start recording, a car comes along, but yeah, so that's kind of where I am with the Camino, and I've got sort of exploring those changes I want to make when I get home. Not sure if I'm happy to share them. Let's see how we go. I don't feel like there's any cars coming along here, and then you get a whole stream of them. But we're not used to that. Hopefully we'll be off the road again in a minute. Right, so the Fisterra Camino, Jacob Bite, I think they call it, which really is, as far as I'm concerned, a continuation of the one we've been doing. Oh, we're I don't think we're more than 15 minutes out of Santiago, and we're in some glorious countryside. We never actually found the 0 way marker post for the France's route, but then seeing we're doing the pagan one, the 89 is actually kind of right, so I'll get the 0 one at first there, which will be right for us. Although it's a miserly morning, it's actually lovely. Nice path. Got my new shoes on today, not sure I'm going to get on with them. My foot seems to move around. I'm normally 10.5, that's my North Face head jogs. And then I bought some Axis, I don't know, something 12s, which I bought pretty much half the Camino in, and they're just starting to fail. They're super comfy. I get to have to put some tape on my heels and my big toe, because I get a bit of friction on those and started getting blisters on both. But a bit of the physio's tape's amazing. It doesn't move at all, and then it peels off really easily. It doesn't damage the skin when you have a shower in the evening. And then but they were 11.5, so they went up a size. And then I bought myself some Speed Goats Hoka. They do a wide fit, but nobody seems to stock the wide fit over here. So these are size 12, UK 12s. But super comfy. But like I say, I can feel my foot, particularly a heel, moving around in the shoe. So I won't really know until tomorrow. Today's walk, I get a bit of an idea. So I got my old ones in my backpack, and we'll keep hold of those to the end. So start to get a hot spot. So it's 3 things for a blister: heat, moisture, and friction. Well, they're going to get hot, but they're going to perspire and get sticky. So it's the friction's the one you got to watch. Just had a load of cyclists go past. I don't know, a dozen or so. But, we were smiling yesterday that Brad decided that the group was in agreement that we like cyclists, but not on this path. That was the Camino Frances. But actually, that last 100k in, we didn't really see any bikes at all. But, they must have got a separate route. I suspect because this is a less walked route that we'll share it with them, which should be fine. A Norfolk Island pine. Unusual beastie. Oh, I can't grab that.
Well, I think they just. Not sure I should say this.
Pretty little village. We thought maybe it wasn't going to be so well signed, but it is. Mostly with the granite ones. And we've got a grain store in need of some attention. Oh, there we go. Masses of those. Masses and masses. Loving the little roads we're getting this morning. And a little tractor. Just had our first coffee stop. Coffee was good, cake less so. But orange juice, well, as always, just freshly squeezed and gorgeous. I think that's one of the bits we'll just send them up, carry it. When we go home, we'll might have a big glass, but little glass, a little bit bigger than a shot. Gosh, look at that. Well, we said we'd film the ugly as well as the pretty. Someone's created an Alcatraz for that house. They're galvanised iron fence where they don't like all the pilgrims walking past. A little stream, a little picnic spot. Nice. Been a real meandering path on the road through villages on gravel tracks. It's been good. I think we're going to go an hour maybe. Quite sure what this one's doing. Maybe it's clearing the. Why is that clearing the ground? Well, that big circular bit's going on there, I don't know. And we feeds it in there. I reckon it's pulping it. Can't see it. Okay, it's coming out the end there. Oh, maybe it's bailing it. Almost looks like it's bailing it. Bailing. Just saw one come out, but it's disappeared away now. So it's taken all the scrub, put it into bales. And if they then go and pick that up and go and use it for pellets, for the wood pellet stoves are incredibly popular. First time, there've been little tiny spots of, you know, small on the size of peas. I thought, oh, maybe it's just a microclimate here, but actually they're great, these carports, aren't they? Grapes are coming on quite well. So I'm guessing a lot of that's probably, what are we in? 46th day now. So I guess when we were going through with Rocker and stuff, that was, you know, best part of a month ago, really. Hello.
The boxer was in the canyon.
All right. Noticed some changes this morning. First is we're 3 hours in and we've not seen a derelict house. This trendy looking place is not out of sort of ordinary what we've walked through. The other one is we met quite a few locals, and all we get is a buenos dias, very polite, but no bon caminos, and I wonder whether they no longer recognise that we're on the Camino. We've walked past Santiago. The Camino finished at Santiago. I don't know, it'll be interesting to see. Yeah. Weather's cleared up nicely. I think we're about 3.5 hours out of Santiago, so we've only got another hour or so. In a bridge. Gorgeous. Lugar da Agua Pasada. Don't need to walk across the bridge, but I feel I need to walk across the bridge. Bridge that goes nowhere. Amazing to think this was the main road at one time. Horse and cart era, I guess. Citroen 2CV, Mark 1 Landy. Look at this for a garden. Their vegetable gardens. I said their vegetable gardens tend to be on a whole new scale in Spain all the way through. Where in England you get some amazing flower gardens. The work seems to be predominantly on growing food. Quite like that. I like flowers too. Where are we at now? We are, no job to read, 78,706. It's a pretty section. Although sometimes you get too much information it said 2 kilometres at 20%. It's like, well, I don't really need to know that. It's a good little climb. Oh. And we're still going up. Just talking to a couple of pilgrims from Porto. It's amazing how your brain works. It's like, I know Porto. I know I like Porto. Couldn't think where it was. So, oh yeah, of course. Portuguese Camino. So I hadn't got my head round, of course, that would have stopped in Santiago, and if they wanted to keep going like us, then we join together. All these different pilgrimage routes, all converging on Santiago. And then there's a reasonable number of us walking on today. It's like pre-Sahara, that last 100k. Just a sort of nice number to be able to talk to and have some company, but no crowds. Lovely view out in the woods. And a rare thing, I've actually seen quite a few of them this morning, is benches. I don't see many benches on the Camino. Picnic benches under the shade, but not just ones where you need to have a rest because of the climb. Ooh, I don't normally perspire much, especially on my back. My rucksack's great, but the air is completely still, and we're in the woods, so the humidity level is high, and there's a bit of a climb, so I'm puffing and panting, as you can probably hear. My preference for the hills is to attack them. Kerry shortens her stride length, I extend mine, and then I have a little breather at the top while she catches me up. Quite an alien view of a forest. Not something we're used to in the UK. All these eucalyptus trees, the peeling barks. It's taken a long time to get up this hill. You can't see it, but there's a telephone mast behind us. We need to have a word with the architect, because the deal is telephone masts are always on the top of the hill, but not in this case. But we had 2 false ones. There was a big underground water tank that had a telephone and satellite mast. So you thought, oh, that's it. No. Then we saw the proper telephone mast. No, that's not it. But I think this might be it. It was a goodly hill. These are pretty. You saw some of those a couple of days into Santiago. They grow the grapevines differently around here. They're largely on these canopies. So you get some just out of the house like that, which is lovely, give you a little bit of shade. You actually get some really quite big ones. This one, you can't really see it, but just below us. Here to the left, everything seems to sort of a bit like Cornwall down home, in as much of South Hams. Everywhere seems to be done up quite smart, which is a little bit of a shock after. Normally you get that, some nice houses and then some ruins and some derelict houses. Real mix of them all. We're starting to get into Tweeland. I wonder whether it's just because we're in a commuter belt to Santiago. Interesting to see. A cracking view in front of us. We've got a nice breeze now. I'm enjoying that. I've got 7k to Navija or something like that. So we're stopping tonight. That's a new build. And a Camino gravel. Nice. Scallop shell. So, so we're following the tradition. So we shouldn't have a scallop shell on our bag now. So the tradition was you walked Côte de Mort, Death Coast, and that's where you picked up your scallop shell to prove that you'd completed your Camino. Our first ruin. Not too bad. There's another one further back, but they were doing a significant amount of building work, so obviously just bought it and gutting it completely. They're a rare sight at the moment. That's a swimming spot. Got a bit of water coming in it. And then a nice bridge. This place kind of looks better than it is really. All we do is cold drinks. We'll get ourselves a coffee in a minute. I'm not the only one that thinks it's a great swimming spot. Look, there's a local kids have got their rope swing there. It's cool. What a great bridge. Got a mill leads here. Oh, there's Carrie, she's off. This is a great beach. Oh, that's a cool walk as well. I missed that. Look, goes across there. Out the other side, through and across and back up again. Ha. That'd be a fun little bit to shoot in a canoe. Oh, there's a piece over there as well. Oh wow, look at that house. Oh wow. Didn't think it was big enough for a car, but it is. Oh, great swim spot. Wow. That's gorgeous. Right, coffee. That's what it's calling. I believe it's the same river. Gone past the weir, modern bridge. Liking this little village. A lovely barn up there. Had the first rose this morning had a nice scent. Quite decide whether it's been underplanted. The app says it's yellow nutsedge in between the maize. It's got medicinal properties, but also people go and pull it out by hand. So I don't know whether it's a weed or it's been drilled in with the maize. I'll do some exploring. I think we've got about a K left of today's walk. Unpleasant. And then Negreira. where we're staying for the night. The uninspiring bit. Ooh, little tractor. It might be a nice old town if we're lucky. Welcome to Negreira. This is what Negreira's like. Whichever street you go down. This is the most exciting bit in Negreira. It's actually, look, it's actually quite a small town, and you get out into the countryside, which is awesome. But other than that, this is what it's like everywhere. It's got some quite interesting stores, sort of department type store things, going back in the 60s. Countryside! Cozy store. This is one of the upmarket ones. It's quite smart. We are hopefully going to the pizzeria. I like this park. It's good, right in the middle of town. Really nice swimming pool, which apparently in the summer is free to pilgrims. Oh, I know, can't beat that, can you? And there's a bar here that sells whatever that is.